Welcome to another Do Not Disturb Dog Walk. Well, just like yesterday, Quigley doesn't have his harness today. It's just a collar walk because we forgot to bring it on this trip, cross-country trucking. Most important thing to say about this episode is that it's a street walk, which is pretty unusual for us. We usually do beach walks and bush walks, mountain climbing and adventurous things like that. But this special occasion walk has been on my mind for a while because it's special to me, because this is a primary school that I once went to. At least I think it is. I think I remember that thing poking out of the top of the building. You see that? Anyway, I decided it would be fun if we do a street walk to do one that's like walking down memory lane to my childhood, where we are going to walk from school to the house that I used to live in, which used to be my daily walk to and from school many years ago. This school is called Tawhero School. In Wanganui. So this is cool. I think I'm going to try to just remember the way home without consulting the map, if possible. But if I get lost, I'll pull out a Google map and have a bit of a looky. See if we can find the house that I used to live in when I was young. I can't remember what age I was. I think I was... I'm going to have to call my mum. Mum, what age was I when we lived in Wanganui? We didn't live here for very long, just about a year. Did you see that car just swerve to avoid the speed hump? All right. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Waiting. Okay, crossing. Well, here comes a school bus. Well, it's not a school bus, it's just a bus. Hurrah! Yeah, this way. Sit. Sit. Inoho. Good boy, waiting. Okay, crossing. Good boy. Ka pai kuri. Oh look, there's an old bus. I've got a friend that lives in this town who has an old bus, but I don't think that's it. Anyway, I'll zoom in on it because you might like to see that. Kampai. EJ3186 is the license. Oop. Hikoi. Kia tere, ka pai. Hikoi. This way. Come on. Now, if I remember correctly, if I am lucky enough to draw on my childhood memories of this walk home from school, I remember there was an alleyway at some point. So that could be the hardest part of the mission, is finding that alleyway, that footpath between streets. But I tell you what, I remember that it was pretty straightforward. Turn this corner, go down this way, find the alleyway in my neighbourhood. It's not that difficult. Quigley wants to investigate every yard. He's on the lookout for cats or other dogs. He's looking for things to wee on. Right, well, Quigley's pooping. I'll push this button while I deal with that. Well, it'll be a good time to mention that we have a slogan, the second rule of our channel, that I reiterate every episode when the timing feels right, to tell you all again the rules of the channel. And one of the rules is represented by a slogan, which is show us the poop. Because you don't really get to see the poop. This is as good as it gets. You might see it in a bag and that's it. You know, because I film everything about the dog walks for you all to enjoy, but I'm not going to film my dog when he does his poops, you know, so that's the one bit that you guys don't get to see. Yeah, so show us the poop as a slogan is designed as kind of a reverse psychological slogan, where it's as if you guys are protesting that you don't get to see the poop. So I would appreciate it if you jump in the comments and type in show us the poop with exclamation marks to express your disappointment that you don't get to see the poop happening. So it's not a complete ban on poop. You might see poop every now and again, you know, just the random poop that's present in the universe as we go about our travels. Yeah. Sit. You know what? Sit. Good boy. Waiting. Okay, crossing. Good boy. Ka pai kuri. Likewise, dead animals, we don't zoom in on that kind of thing. It's called Do Not Disturb Dog Walks for a reason. We're trying to be boring and non-controversial. And so, yeah, the last thing I want is anyone being able to supercut like a quick cut compilation of my dog pooping. So you don't get to see that. The other slogan on our channel is never mind the 6 o'clock news. And the reason for that slogan is because I made it a rule that I'm not allowed to talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news. So yeah, we walk and I talk, and it's quite a cool expressive outlet for me, I have to say. I like walking and talking, and yeah, I just want to make sure that you all know that I make a concerted effort, a determined effort, not to talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news. Tawhero. No. Ka pai. Okay. Hikoi. Alright, the mission is to find a bin for this bag of poop that I'm carrying. There you go, you can see I'm holding it. My shadow, you can see my shadow holding the poop bag. I see a landmark up ahead that I remember from childhood. The shop. The shops. Where if we happen to have found some coins, we could exchange them for candy. Hey. I'm on the lookout for a playground too, because I remember there was a playground that it used to be on that side of the road. I don't know if it still exists. Oh, the shops. No. Tawhero, inoho, kuri. Ka pai. Wait. Tawhero. Here comes a car. We're waiting for the car. Okay, crossing. Right. Is there a bin outside the shops? I have to do a bit of a swerve, folks. Locate a refuse bin. I believe there will be one here. Now I don't remember this shop. It might have been here, but it's that green building over there that I remember was the shop. I don't mind. Show us the poop. Poop be gone. This way. This way. Oh, you did the wrong thing. You did the thing again. It wouldn't surprise me if these shops weren't here when I was a kid. It's just weird. I don't remember that. I only remember this being the shop. The shop on the way home from school. Now I do remember that the alleyway that I'm looking for is in this direction, on this side of the shops. So we have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, this is the shop that I remember. This is it. Oh, there's a doggy. There's a doggy over there. Quigley's not concerned. Look, he's just... I think there's a squished hedgehog there. Maybe that's what he's trying to home in on. Oh, there's two dogs under that fence. Yeah, so folks, if you've just tuned in, I'm just going to reiterate. Today's walk is a street walk, obviously, which we hardly ever do, because I don't really like street walking for the recordings anyway. But this is a special episode where we started at the school that I used to go to when I was young. One of the many schools I went to, being that in my childhood I changed school like 20 times. And this is the walk home from school. Off-roading with the pallet jack. Yeah, right. Good one, mate. Oh, is this green field over here? Is that going to be the playground that I was remembering? Possibly. I'm getting a bit anxious about, finding the way home, because the way to the house that I lived in when I was a kid. Because I kind of want to make sure that we stay on track. Well, if that was where the playground was, there's no playground there now. Hey, mate. Oh. There's definitely a playground in the distance over there. Sit. Kapai. Okay, crossing. But if that's where the playground was, did I remember? No, that's not where it was. I'm having memories coming back to me. The playground had a street next to it. I think I've become anxious enough to know we're on the right track, that I'm going to consult the map. Make sure we don't walk too far out of the bounds of the challenge. I haven't seen any alleyways, but something that does happen from time to time is alleyways get deleted. While I consult the map. Oh. Really? I'm lost. I'm lost in the map. And it's very bright. I'm going to push pause on the recording while I consult the map, because I fear that it's too boring for y'all. I'll be back as soon as I push this button. Okay, the map consultation has taken place, and I've recognised that we've walked too far in that direction. And if there was an alleyway, we either missed it or it doesn't exist anymore. So let's be on the lookout back in this direction. Anyway, in that direction is the house that I lived in, so we're going to go find that. And we could get there by going up this street and around, but I do want to investigate. Sit. Waiting. I do want to investigate. Okay. I want to investigate whether the alleyway exists. Did we just stroll right past it? But yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Somewhere this side of the shops was an alleyway that went straight to my street. If it doesn't exist anymore, we'll take the next left after the shops. Helicopter flying overhead. Have a look at that. What a quiet helicopter, if you ask me. you know, over the years, I have found deleted alleyways where there obviously was an alleyway there once upon a time and now it's gone. And neighbouring properties have just been practically gifted. Hi.
New dog groomer in town.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, just starting up. So just waiting on my bath to arrive. So
oh yeah,
next
cool.
couple of weeks to be coming around doing all the pooches. Hello.
And a water pump and things like that?
Yeah, all hydro bath.
Solar power?
No, it heats its own water.
Right. Oh, okay, cool.
And I do specialised de-shedding treatments.
Right.
Which take out 1,000 fibres from your dog or indoor dog. In 4 days it'll reduce down to 4 fibres for 10 weeks. It's amazing.
Okay.
Definitely. Not that I've got any business cards, I've just picked up the table. So.
No, but tell us the name of your business or how people are going to find you on.
Hoofs and paws.
Hoofs?
Yeah, hoofs and paws.
Hoofs?
Hooves. Like horse hooves.
Oh, hoofs.
Hooves. Yeah, hooves and paws.
Hoofs?
Hoofs
And is it going to be and paws or in paws?
In and a apostrophe.
Yeah.
So Facebook's just started, but I
Yes.
haven't loaded anything up, but it's got details and stuff.
Okay,
It'll
cool.
get uploaded. But yeah, you never know. So first 4 weeks we're doing $45 grooms.
Yes.
To bring in the people.
Yes.
Aye.
Hey, kapai. That's good. That's good.
You might be right about the lane.
Yeah,
So
oh,
you might-
can I use your mine for a male that will have this?
The spatial awareness thing?
Yeah. So this here isn't hooking back into my hop, and I don't know if it's on the link or if I just need to really see us let this in.
Interesting.
Worked a bit.
Okay.
Well, you know that gravel road I
Yeah,
just travelled on this morning, eh?
So, what's the best way to go about it? Oh, from the outside.
Maybe some
I have shaken it.
So, is it not turning all the way or something like that?
Not looking back into the hole.
Hopefully this does it.
No.
Unless I
Oh,
go...
no, push it. Push it a little bit. That way.
Oh, so you because
I think it was on the left.
potentially because of gravity, with the trailer being on the lean, it's put the weight of the door is like putting it askew, and yeah.
I
So
got that for next time I'm in a hill driveway somewhere and
Yeah,
I'll be
because
like...
your door's so light. That's what I looked at when I come back. That door's too light. That's why it's moving.
I've got
You have to be aware of
I've
that.
got exactly that kind of handle on the back of my ambulance, my 1980s ambulance, and I have to push the door hard to get the pins to go into the holes at the top and the bottom of the door.
So gravity, I got
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Awesome, right, I'm going to go up here and turn around somewhere and come back.
Just come back and park.
I might park here.
Well, if you park on the lane, you can just drive straight out and go round it. Did you not know that? Ask
Have
Jane.
you guys meeting
You can either come
Hey, nice to meet you too.
tree or go out.
Hikoi o te kuri. Oh, there you go. And also in theme with our channel, being a dog walking channel, hoofs and paws. If you happen to be a viewer from Whanganui in the not too distant future, you might want to do a little bit of a Google or a Facebook search to find that lady who's recently started her business. Dog grooming. That's cool. I have to admit, I didn't fully understand what she was saying about the fibres and things like that. Suspect that could be maybe where the alleyway was, maybe not. Maybe it was right next to the shop. This is the thing about old childhood memories, like sometimes that you have to see exactly what you need to see for the memory to be sparked. I'm going to investigate here to see if this maybe was the alleyway. No, can't really have been. That building back there is pretty old. Interesting. Turi turi. Turi turi means be quiet, by the way. For all you viewers from around the world who don't understand the Māori language that we have here in New Zealand, I use it quite a bit. Google AI, automatic subtitles, can't help you with that, unfortunately. But, Were you once upon a time an alleyway? Do you know, there would have been no reason to have an alleyway there, so probably not. Because there's a street here to get there. No, it's stuck. Weird place for a random reflector to be, if you ask me. It's the only one, too. Street art. This way. Come on. We're almost there. I can see the street sign for the street that I lived on when I was a kid. What I might do is investigate. See what? That's the back of the shop there. No, there wouldn't be an alleyway there. There's no need for an alleyway there either because the streets are so close. It was a connection between this street here and main road. So we might investigate this street, Armstrong Place, which I used to live on. See if there's any signs of an alleyway once upon a time existing. You know, because if you're a kid and walking home from school, if there's a shortcut to your little dead-end street that you can use instead of walking around this long way like we've just done, you would use it, right? Well, anyway, here's the reveal. That's the house. It's actually two houses, two addresses. We lived in the one on the left. We used to play out here on the street. I was friends with the kids in the house next door at number 8. Used to go over there and play computer games in their lounge right there. I also remember one of the kids from this house stole money from my mum's bedroom, which is that window to the right of the doorway. And then when she busted us, she didn't know which one of us kids stole the money, and it could have been me, I guess. But it was funny, my mum gathered us out on this front yard and made us all jump up and down. the sound of coins jingled in the boy that had stolen the money. Oh, you! Why would you do that? He just punched me right in the place you don't want to be punched. Anyway, let's do a little loop around the street and then get out of here. Where would that alleyway have been? You know, I guess it's possible that the alleyway was a figment of my imagination, like a memory that's not real or something. Like, I swear, I used to cut through an alleyway to go over to the main road. Now we were friends with kids in this house too, number 27. Used to come and hang out in this house when I was a kid.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
You just got the paper, huh?
Yeah. I'm being lazy. Hello. Can you smell my dog?
Probably.
Yeah.
Have you lived in this street long?
Yeah. I've been here about 6 years. My daughter's been here about 8.
All right.
8 or 9 years, I think.
I lived in this street when I was a kid. This is why I've come back
really?
to come on a memory lane walk with my dog.
That's cool.
And I lived at number 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I went to school at Tawhero. So we started our walk there, and I'm like walking back, trying to remember the way home. And we found it. I got a little bit lost, but I found it.
My husband's on the way home with the caravan, so I've got to move everything to get it up around the side.
Oh, okay. Where's your husband been?
Oh, he had to take it to Wellington, got some work done in Wellington. So.
Oh, that's where I'm going today.
Oh, are you?
I live down there.
Oh, okay. No, he was down there. He stayed down there with the when they had that bad weather. He says, "Oh, it was horrible."
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, it was blowing. He says, "I'm not even going to try and bring that back." Don't go there.
I know what that's like. I live in a bus.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I've been living in a bus since 2020.
Oh, we're lucky because we go away. My daughter, like, we've got a house behind my daughter.
Oh, yeah. Is your daughter a learner driver? She's got
no,
L plates
just
on.
my granddaughter.
Oh, your granddaughter?
Yeah.
She looks like she'd like to meet the cute dog by the looks.
Oh, she loves animals. I see she's been bitten a few times, but it hasn't put her off.
Oh, right.
She just loves animals.
Oh. My dog is never bitten anyone.
No, mine haven't either. But I've got little ankle biters.
Oh, right. Oh, they can bite you if they want. It doesn't hurt that much.
Oh, yeah, no, they never have.
Hello. Yeah, he just wants to lick everyone's faces. I was just telling your grandma that I lived here when I was a kid. And I went to Tawhero Primary School. So we just decided to do a walk of memory lane from the school to here to see if I could remember the way home from school. I lived at number 6. Hey, somebody lost some Lego.
Oh, to be the kids, they come out and you see all these scooters around. And
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
yeah, there it was. It blew away. I couldn't find it when we had the bad weather. Must have blown in the gutter. Look at it. I don't want to leave it in there. But I better move this car before he gets back. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Good luck for the future. Kia ora. What's the number plate mean? Quickie. There's a doggy over there, look. Oh, he's been very quiet. Very quiet doggy. I like that truck. I want one of those. That'd be cool. Go the surf. I've driven one of these back in the days. What year would that have been? The early 2000s? Come on. I can't see where an alleyway might have been. I know it wasn't directly across the road from the house that I lived in, but I have trouble discerning the meaning of the graffiti on the fence. It says cherry ochre. What does that mean? Are they trying to spell karaoke? Who knows? Potentially the alleyway was there, I reckon. It could have been one of those ones with a bend in it. Oh, private property. Beware the dog. Cherry ochre must die. How long have we been recording? Just over 30 minutes. I think we've got enough time, if we don't dawdle, to make it all the way back to school. Noho. E noho. Ka pai kuri. E noho means sit, by the way, folks. Okay, crossing. Good boy. Thanks for coming on this adventure with me, Quigley. This way. Good boy. I almost wanted to cross the road to that side just to be a bit different, but, oh, you know, different from where we already have walked. But there's no path on that side. What's going on there? Is it, it's like a driveway to a property that's not being accessed behind that house? Interesting. I don't think it's a candidate for alleyway, though. I wonder what other people around the world call alleyways. It's just what we always called them when, you know, from our youth until now, we call them alleyways. Not exactly like what you would call an alley in New York City, you know, because I guess so. I get, you know, they're just shortcut pathways between neighbourhoods, you know, for pedestrians. Sit. Inoho. Kuri. Inoho. Okay, crossing. Alright, let's go to school, Quigley. If you're just tuning in, folks, we've just been on a street walk. Or just a special street walk. Because I once lived in this town when I was a kid. And I just did a memory lane walk from the school I used to go to the house that I used to live in. And this was the way that I used to walk to school. I never saw the playground that we used to see on the way to school. That must have been decommissioned, deleted, perhaps even replaced with a building. And so I'm becoming, now that I'm walking this direction, I'm becoming suspicious that that corner over there was where the park was once upon a time. Because I remember it was on the corner of the side street. You know what? Sit. Good boy, sit. Ah, no. Tapai. Okay, crossing. Harper Street. Is there a playground on Harper Street? I don't think the park was on the corner. It was just not far up the street. If it was the street. Come on. Keep going. Quickly. My dog's thirsty. Yeah, no, that building's old enough to have always been there, kind of thing. I've looked up Harper Street. I can't see where the park probably would have been. So I must be wrong about that. Leave it! Leave it! Ka pai, kuri. E noho. Sit. Sit. Good boy, sit. Good boy. Okay, crossing. I just seen a lady running down her driveway towards us on the street here with recycling for her recycle bin. She's going to be pretty disappointed that she wasn't in time to place it in the bin. Or maybe she was. Oh no, these have got recycling in. Okay, so the truck's still on its way. My bad. For some reason I thought they'd been emptied. I should know better. The guys that come to empty the recycle bins flip them when they're done, usually. Right, I've checked Cody Street that we've just walked past, and there's no signs of a park ever existing up there. It's quite possible that my memory is so vague that the park is in that direction, the park playground that we used to play at. it's quite possible. I'll tell you what, when I get back in our company vehicle, I'll drive this way and then drive that way and have a look for it, and I'll let you know if it is down that way. Anyway, turning back towards, we're going to school, Quigley. It's a pity that I can't walk dog on the school grounds. It'd be kind of cool to walk around the school and access the memories that will no doubt reactivate in my mind. It's a good profile shot of that bus we saw earlier. I remember my memories of childhood, now that I'm right here looking at this. I remember that there's two schools here. There's this one, and then there's Tawhero down the road. And all the kids that went to this school, what's it called? Saint something primary school? Saint something. Anyway, all the kids that went to this school wore uniforms and we didn't. And we felt like, there you go, Marcella. As kids, we felt like these kids were going to the flash school, the rich kids' school, and we were from the poor school, the ordinary school down the road. But we were better than them because we were cooler than them because we didn't have to wear a uniform. Oh look, a pātaka cupboard. Let's have a look at what's in here. I wonder if I could use a little tiny frying pan like that. Should we take it as a souvenir? It actually is pretty similar to the housewares that we have. It's very, if it wasn't so damaged, I might consider it. We don't need any of these kinds of fry pans. In fact, I think that's non-stick, and Miss Wild would tell me off for bringing one of those home. What's that? It's a potty. Girl Guide's shirt. Absolutely nothing in here that I could need or want. Sorry, please only leave things inside the community stand, not on the footpath or other areas. If the stand is full, please drop of things another time. Misspelling of off. Please adhere to the rules or the stand will be shut down. I'm buzzing out on the painted lines not being indicative of where parking is allowed. They usually have a little L-shaped flick pointing in towards the parkable space, but these are just white lines. Straight white lines. Oh, we made it to school just in time, Quigley. What time is it? 10:05. I'm sure a lot has changed. I mean, the concrete looks quite new. That part of the building looks added on to this older part of the building. Modern security cameras. I don't even know if I remember this wall. Looks like some damage, vandalism has happened here. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, all the bikes are just parked here. No locks on. Anyone could just come and take one. Actually, they belong to the school. That's pretty cool. Okay. Alright, this will either be the end of the episode, or there might be just a little bit that I tack on to the end when I drive down the road and see if I can find that playground from memories of old. So if it's included at the end of the episode, that means that I found it. But if it's not, then I didn't. Yeah. I'm going to end the episode as usual by thanking you for watching, and you know, we've had enough for today, obviously, but it doesn't have to be the end for you. You can just click on another episode. We've recorded hours and hours of dog walks, and if you've watched all the way to the end, you've probably enjoyed watching this, and you might want to watch some more, so feel free to do that. We hope you will. So we'll say goodbye for now, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey Quigs, come say goodbye to everyone. You got a kiss? Kiss. Kiss. Hi to Mike. Quigs. Kisses. Bye. See you on the next episode.